So what makes your heart sing? I mean, what really excites you on the inside? Now, most people would say, well, Jesus excites me, or hanging out with my kids excite me, or maybe they'll say their business or their job excites them. But I want to know, what makes your heart sing? What is exciting that happens that makes you, just lifts you 2 feet off the ground and makes you realize, man, I have purpose in my life. You know, years ago, I mentioned to you that I operated a homeless mission. And years ago, many years after I actually operated that homeless mission, I was at Home Depot and we'd gone up to the customer service counter, my wife and I don't remember why, maybe to exchange something or to ask a question. And the young lady that was there, she asked, "You're Mike Stickler, aren't you?" And I went, yeah. Do I know you? And she goes, "You changed my life." And I'm like, I did? How did I do that? I honestly, didn't even recognize her or remember her. She goes, you know, years ago, I was at the worst place in my life. I had been abused by my husband, my children were hungry, I had been kicked out by this abusive man, and I didn't know where to go. And you took me in, you gave me and my kids a place to live. You told me I could do it. You told me that if I just trusted God, I could make it. And I did it. I did it clumsily. I had a hard time doing it at first, but eventually I learned to trust God. And you know what? Right now, I'm in management training at Home Depot. I looked at her and I said, wow, that is fantastic. How are your kids? And she goes, oh, they're doing great. They're in school. Life is so stable now. We have a nice home. Everything is going really well for me. I have come so far from what you did for me. And I just looked at her and I shook hands and I told her I just so appreciated her sharing that with me. And then I walked away. And I looked at my wife, Kim, and I said, do you remember her? And she goes, yeah, I do. I remember her pretty clearly. And I said, I don't remember her at all. And yet, my heart was singing. I was 10 feet off the ground. Because here's someone who was so deeply impacted that it changed her life just by some small steps of encouragement, prayer, and help when somebody was just desperately in need of help. So I ask you again, what makes your heart sing? I don't know, but I know who does. Jesus wants you to live a life in such a way that you love what you're doing, despite the circumstances, that you are content in such a way that no matter how many hardships you have, you can still be a steward and give of your time, your talent, your treasure, your understanding, and your relationships. He wants you to sing. He wants your heart to be filled with joy. He wants you to live this life, this life without reservation in such a way that you never look back. And if you don't know what makes your heart sing, I encourage you to seek it. I encourage you to not settle until you know what it is. I encourage you to not get discouraged in that seeking, because when you seek, you will find. And I encourage you not to stop until you hit the high notes with your heart and you realize this is where God wants me and this is the purpose He has for my life.